everything under the sun. Some things I probably honestly don't want to know about. And I'm sure she'll bring it up. But I need you to put your hands together, my friends, and welcome one of my favorite people in the world. Put those hands together for Maile Flanagan!
As far away from possible as my food. So, sorry for a little late.
No, it was perfect. You made it just on time when you wanted. Are you on?
Am I?
Yes, you
was.
okay.
Well, I probably was before, sorry.
Maile Flanagan, I meant it when I said you had done everything. Every panel that we do, you tell a story that I've never heard before.
That's good.
It's incredible to me. So, per usual, my friends, in case you are here, you don't know who this legend is. Who are you, and what do you do?
I think I'm just calling 911. But anyway,
Yeah, bring them up.
the cops show up. Just keep them away from me. I got a record. No, I don't. But I will by the end of the weekend in Orlando.
Those are the extra stories that I was literally just talking
That's
about.
what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I've never been arrested yet. Yeah, mostly I'm sure a lot of you, I see the headbands, hello. And you're here for Naruto. I see your headbands. And not your headbands. What gives, lady?
Did you guys leave your headbands? Okay.
Okay, you got Bukowski on it? Yeah, get out. But yeah, of course Boruto, I still play Naruto. It's been like 20 years. Who knew, right? People are like, did you ever think it would go this long? I was like, no. Lucky if something goes a month. 20 years later, here I am.
Here you are.
And Lab Rats, which ended several years ago. The latest, I did a pilot that hopefully will be announced soon, an anime pilot, but I just filmed, I don't think I told you this yet, but I was in Louisville in December filming a movie with Michael Jai White, you know who he is? Yeah, big martial arts guy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Chuck Liddell.
You do backflips and stuff?
No, I'm his butt. It's a cop. It's not a cop thing, but I'm his buddy.
Okay, cool.
I just annoy the shit out of him. That's all I do.
Oh, perfect.
Which was really fun because they let me go to town.
Oh, great.
At which point I have to go, am I really annoying you? He's like, no. And I got to beat up a UFC fighter too. I know, it's very special. They have no feeling below their knees, in case you're wondering. It's like, hit me as hard as you want. I'm like, all right. It's like, it's all bone. It's like, that's ooh. What else I got? I don't know if I'm coming back for Royal Crackers, which is on Max, I guess. And yeah, I've done a bunch of movies, stuff like that.
Movies, TV, voiceover.
Yeah. Shameless, I was in that for 6 episodes. ER, apparently they forgot about me.
I'm telling you, you can watch stuff and be like,
yeah.
Yeah,
I went through all the M shows, Mike and Molly, the Mindy Project, Modern Family. Yeah, guest star on that, character guest stars.
So my first question for you,
Oh God, what?
is I feel like there is a point, I'm sure we have other people out here that work in entertainment, that are actors, aspiring actors. There's a point in everyone's journey with this where I feel like an actor, whether it's a costume, it's a script, working environment, and you're like, what am I actually doing?
I think that every morning. I'm also like, why is this like older lady playing a ninja in Japan? It's not as bad as that movie where they had what's her face.
Oh, the live action one or the?
Yeah, was the Scarlett Johansson?
Oh, the Ghost of the Shell thing?
What was it?
Ghost of the Shell.
Yeah, she's perfect. What the hell? But anyway,
Is there a moment that like is it always in the booth when you're looking at the screen, you're like, or is it?
yeah, I mean it's crazy. Like I have to have diarrhea for a whole episode. I encourage you guys to try that for 2 hours straight. By the end, you're like, I might vomit or shit my pants.
Maybe both. 2 for 1.
Uh-oh, sorry. Didn't see you there. The worst is yet to come, don't worry. What else? What?
Yeah, I just like.
No, I always think this is nuts. And then I think it couldn't get more nuts till I'm in Louisville on December 19th with a bus full of 80-year-olds. Like the short bus. And I'm in charge of them. Because my character is and none of them can hear. So they'd yell action and nobody would move and I'd be like, action! And then I'd get up and have to say my lines. Yeah, it's crazy.
So pretty much every day, it's a constant reoccurring thing for you, though.
Yeah, or I'm like, will I ever work again?
Yeah,
That's another
it.
feeling that you used to.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you might see me at some point during the Super Bowl, but I'm not sure about that.
Okay. And tweet about it so we can make sure that she's getting paid properly. No, that's the way. Oh, okay. So like between everything, again, I'm looking at your IMDb, your career, and everything that you've done.
All lies, yes.
Oh, perfect. Very convincing stuff. Yeah. Is there anything that you have yet to do that you would still really like to? In a perfect world where you can cast or create something yourself.
Well, I mean, a couple of years ago, I got cast as a series regular for a huge show on ABC, which is like a dream come true for, you know, series regular sitcom. It's really hard to get those parts. You go through a lot of process. It's very, very stressful. And I did do it, but we got interrupted by the pandemic, so they put us off for like eight months, well, March to December. And so then they didn't end up picking it up because they kind of lost steam. So that was, you know, exciting, but you know, before you go into audition for the last part, so let's say you're the dad on Modern Family, they give you a contract that's this thick, and it explains all the terms for the next 7 years and what your pay raise will be. And it's before you go into audition. So you have to not freak out and think, oh my God, this is crazy, and just kind of forget that part. Sign it and go in and try and do your job. So that was quite a fun thing to do. And then I ended up doing a show called Not Dead Yet with Gina Rodriguez. I was recurring on that. That was super fun. She's amazing. The whole cast was great. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to do a lot of different things. I'm not just sure I want to do night shoots in Louisville in December anymore.
One and done kind of
When
thing.
it's freezing rain, but you know, you're eating in a tent and it's 12 at night. And you're just like, what am I doing with my life?
Do you have a genre preference? Like anything that you like see auditions come through for that you're like, oh, this is my bread and butter, this is my thing, I love this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do love sitcoms. I like those kind of bridesmaids sort of movies, stuff like that. The day Melissa McCarthy became a star, I thanked my lucky stars. Thank God she's out of the picture for a couple of years. I'm the poor man's I'm the older poor man's Melissa McCarthy, but that all works for me.
So when were you a screen actor first? Or a theater actor first and then transitioned?
I lived in Minneapolis for a while where I did comedy, stand-up
Okay.
comedy, improv, plays. I played Bilbo Baggins in The Hobbit. That was my first professional gig at the Children's Theater in Minneapolis, which was an enormous theater. It seats like, I don't know, 1,000 people maybe, and it's Broadway style productions. So that was fun. That was like when I first moved there. I lived there for a few years. But the first job and then I did a couple commercials there. And then when I moved to LA, I got agents. And I was doing a play that became kind of an underground hit. And Greg Kinnear saw me in the play. And he was doing his very last show that week. And he said to his writer to put her on the show, and he wrote a part for me. So I came and did a bit, like, you know, when you see Conan or any of those shows, a little sketch kind of thing. So that was my first real job. Yeah, my first voiceover was Men in Black, the series, and Jackie Chan, the series. So it was a long time ago. Yeah, I was a guest star for both of those. Yeah. And then on and on. Someone have a phone on where they're listening?
It's the cops, they're on speed dial, just in case.
Okay.
You
let them know already?
Yeah, okay, they're on the way. We have just a couple minutes. My friends, if you have questions, I'm going to invite you to start standing up. Let's see how long this line's going to get, how this is going to work. We're going to ask our most favorite question. Pick one so I can get through as many people as possible. And while we're getting lined up, the last thing I have for you is like, again, you said you've been doing Naruto for like over 20 years now. We're still going. Is there one thing that has really changed for like since the start? I just feel like you've been
Yeah,
doing
it's
this so
just
long.
gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And the pandemic made it bigger and bigger and bigger. And like everywhere I go, I'll see a sticker or like a headband or a t-shirt. And I usually don't say anything, but so as you know, California is pretty bad. We weren't affected by the fires. A lot of my friends were, but in front of our house, a tree fell on this poor girl's car. Big, huge tree. And I watched the second part of it fall too. And so I went out. I was like, you know, she wasn't in the car. She was walking to take pictures of the car when the second limb fell. And it was an enormous tree, so I felt really bad for her, and then she called her dad. They they were able to pull it away, but I had to wait for the city to come because the road was blocked and stuff. And so then I noticed she has all these anime stickers on her car. I'm like, should I tell her? I ruined your tree. I'd say Naruto. I mean, your car. But it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. So I brought her hot chocolate, then I fessed up.
Yeah, it is amazing. The pandemic, I think a lot of people were like, I have time to get into this thing, or they got back into anime too. I think that really, a lot of people are shaking their heads. They're like, yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Different generation.
For sure, yeah. Hi, my friend, what's your name and what's your question?
Hello, my name's Paul. It's not really a question, I just want to say thank you. A couple years back, I asked for a shout out for my boat from the USS Greenville.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, and
I meet a lot of guys, the Navy guys, yeah.
I know, and it was during a rough time when I came back from leave, and just having the blessing of the 7th Hokage really motivated me. And I just want to say thank you on behalf of my boat.
Thank you, yeah. I meet a lot of service people. I was just at a smaller signing outside of Camp Pendleton, so I met another batch of Marines, and I did a couple things on the base for Toys for Tots and stuff like that. So,
You said that a lot of like Naruto fans are like military.
yeah, a lot of cops.
Cops, yeah.
Could help me.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah.
Keep that in your back pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
But a lot of guys, because they'll be out on the ship, or they'll be on deployment, and they have nothing to do, and so they'll all watch it. They'll get a box set and everything. It's pretty cool because I grew up in a military family.
Oh, like full circle. Hi there.
Hello. So, my question for you is, what is the saddest moment in Naruto for you?
Saddest?
Yeah.
Well, there were lots. This is a bummer, so ask me a nice question after this. A funny one. But I had to record when Naruto saw his mother again, his parents again, a week after I lost my mom. Oh, it just killed me. By the time I was done, the entire studio was just bawling their eyes out.
So what? The circumstances that is
Yeah,
crazy.
because it was like, bye. Yeah. So if you watch it, like, it's real. Yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah. But the Lady Chio thing also hit me. And of course, the latest in Boruto, I'm not going to say because people haven't watched it, but if you watch it, there's a big loss in that affected me. So I'm not going to say it a lot.
I love it. Thank you for your question, friend. That's man, you can feel it too. Even when you're watching out the other side, you're like, oh, that's real. Yes. My dear, my friend, what's your question? Better be happy.
No pressure.
Can you hear me fine?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. My name's John. My question is, let's see, can I have a little bit backstory? Recently, they came out with the Naruto and Ninja Turtles comic books.
Oh yeah, they're so cool, aren't they?
My question is, how would you show, like, say, what would Naruto be like hanging with the Ninja Turtles?
I don't know. I don't watch Ninja Turtles.
You don't want to be a Ninja Turtle?
No.
All right, well,
I'm old. I grew up partially in Bangkok, and we didn't have a TV. Then I was too poor to have a TV in my college dorm room. And then I was out doing comedy at night all the time. So now I watch a shit ton. But it's like Law and Order. I do a crossover, Law and Order SVU with Naruto. Here, a neat little crime story. Always resolved at the end with a hot detective. Two of them.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you. I guess I should read the comics. I've just signed a bunch of them.
hi.
Hi, it's such an honor to address you directly. I just wanted to first say, back in 2014, when Naruto was still coming out, I felt like no one could convince me otherwise that Naruto was the best anime in the world.
That's still true.
And it really like
One Piece who?
Yeah,
I'm gonna sit on my off days watching One Piece.
exactly. I'm so glad you brought that up because I'm so ashamed to be wearing a One Piece shirt.
Yeah,
in
you
front
should.
of you.
Let me get that dude a jacket. Cover that shit up.
Which brings me to my question actually. I wanted to first.
What do I think of One Piece?
It's kind of. I'm sure you get that a lot, and that is part of the question. But I guess I wanted to see, like, what you felt like the state of Naruto is going to be in like the next 5, 10, Naruto in the next 5, 10 years.
Well, it better be big. I got a house with a pool. Now water is California's biggest expense.
Because I hate
I
to
hope
say
it goes on till I drop dead, screaming Rasengan in my Japan. Rasengan! It was a quick death, but messy.
I guess, yeah, just what Naruto and Boruto will seem and feel like and how it'll age in 5 to 10 years. And,
I don't know, I don't write it.
and how would you...
I hope Naruto's still in it.
Yeah, we don't know yet, yeah.
Right?
But yeah, and how it will compare to like One Piece and just I guess.
I don't watch One Piece.
Okay, gotcha.
Trump, yeah.
Yeah.
She's too busy in the pool.
You know, there's a phrase called busman's holiday. It originates in Europe. And it's like when you're a busman, like tour buses, guess what you don't do? You don't go on holiday on a bus.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so you do something. I mean, it's not that I don't happen to watch it.
Oh no,
I like all those.
That's totally understandable. But like, how will do you think Naruto and Boruto in the next couple of years?
Yeah, I think it'll still be around for sure. I mean, it's been 20 years.
Yeah.
And like, no end in sight. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we're like, we're
And no, I don't know anything about the Boruto second.
Right.
installment. They haven't asked me anything about it.
Absolutely.
So fingers crossed in 5 years you can come back and ask questions.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And wear a different shirt.
Hi there.
All right, so we meet once again. I
Yes.
think I was here last year.
Oh.
And this year I wanted to ask, well, when you were voicing Naruto in Boruto, right?
Mhm.
Did you feel like you had to make any changes in the way you
Yeah, I mean, it's slightly deeper, but it's more of a maturity level,
All
more
right.
than anything else, and an attitude level.
All right.
But yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Vibe adjustment.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
makes sense.
Yeah. Thank
All
you.
right,
Thank you.
very much. It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Hello,
Hey.
my name's Todd, and my question is, how did your dad become the voice actor of Minato, the fourth Hokage?
Oh, he's been doing it for years. He goes back to, he has so many credits. Like he did the original Digimon and all those other things. When really anime wasn't even that popular. Now he does still act, of course, but he directs a lot of stuff. And has done some adaptations where he writes the English script. So he's got a huge resume.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you.
you're welcome. He's a great actor too.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
My name is Mark Anthony, and my
The
question.
singer?
Just like the singer, yeah.
Singer?
Ain't no more Puerto Rican than that, right?
Yeah. Is he Puerto Rican?
Yes, Mark Anthony is Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
But my question for you is, I am Puerto Rican too, yeah. But my question for you is,
I'm going to Puerto Rican.
you should.
I'm going to.
My question is, what is your favorite thing about playing Naruto?
The money.
Other than the money, of course, obviously. Other than the money.
I don't know.
Like that big house in the pool in the
It's
beach.
so stupid, man. I was a poli-sci major. The concentration in math. And now I play a 12 to 30-year-old ninja. And a bunch of animal noises. I have to make a lot of animal noises. Like many you won't, they're not on my credits because I'm doing it for somebody else that's, famous and they're too lazy to do animal noises. So I just go in for hours and I'm like, "Arr, arr."
If you have the check, I've got the check.
Yeah. I'm the voice of a bubble. I just did a whole pilot that I think isn't gonna go, but it was a made-up language, and they didn't give us a key, and I was the first one to record. And so, like, there were words that were like sort of like star or whatever. So I was just scribbling and trying to make up these noises, but I'd have to say it again. 4 pages later, I was like, oh, what did I use for star? And it's like, whatever. So, like, I left the key for Tara Strong, and there was another actor, and I said, I don't know if you want to use this, but here's what I said for star and some of the other words. But that hurt my brain afterwards. Like, that was hard, especially because I was the first one to go. What was the question? What do I like? I like meeting the people all over the world.
All the people that love Naruto.
Yeah, and I get to hear some crazy, great stories. How it helped people get through law school or deployment or, nursing school one guy, I'll tell you this story. It's gonna make you cry, but he came up to me, he goes, "You remember me?" Which, by the way, I don't know, sometimes I remember people, but it's hard because a lot of people in different cities look a lot like other people, and I mean a lot of them, you can tell, right here. And I said, I don't know. And he said, I was in like almost a full body cast. He was very upset. He had been in a terrible accident. And he said, I met you a couple years ago. I was in this body cast kind of thing. And he was like, I was trying to get motivation from Naruto, going through all this operations and stuff. And he goes, and you were like, don't worry, I know you're gonna walk again. I know you can channel that Naruto, never give up. And so he was that guy, and he goes, I'm walking again. So, yeah, those kind of stories, if you sit and listen to people's stories, I hear some doozies. So that's the coolest thing, that you can also do something. It's not just a cartoon. To a lot of people, it helps them with a lot of different things. Disabilities or shitty childhoods or whatever, So, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That is the cool thing, because the job itself is isolating. When you're in the booth, you know what I mean? You're just
we're
doing
just-
it, talking to a wall.
Screaming into the void.
But then you come to a con and you're like, oh.
Yeah, the first couple of cons, it was very shocking to me. And to go places like, in Sweden, they watch it in English, and Pakistan and India. I haven't been to those yet. But, it's just nuts, you guys. Anyway. Hi there.
Hi, I'm Richie.
Hi.
So I met one of your cast members a while back, Mookie Banks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such an awesome guy.
Yeah.
So I wanted to stick with the question I asked him. Out of all the characters you played, all the acting you've done, what do you relate to the most?
Wow, that's hard. The bubble. No, I'm kidding. I mean, Naruto's way up there. Sort of never give up. That's a good message. I love follow your ninja way, because that can mean whatever it needs to mean for whoever needs to apply that to whatever they need to apply to. But I love doing Jaker's The Adventures of Piggy Winks. That was a long time ago. But it was really fun. It was a co-production with Irish TV. And I love Principal Perry, of course. I was supposed to do one episode and I did 5 years of shows. So.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so they wrote the part with me in mind, which is, it's a dream come true.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello.
Hey.
So my question is, if you could use any one of Naruto's jutsu in real life, which one would it be? And what would you use it
Not
for?
sexy jutsu. I got time for that. I also don't do the voice. It's usually Stephanie Shea. They told me to try it, right? First time it popped up. Earlier. I was like, they're like, stop it. Stop doing that. Turn her mic off, throw her out of the building. I think Shadow Clone Jutsu. There could be lots of me. The most I ever did, there's an episode where there are like 500 shadow clones. And they did like 12 tracks where I had to say it 8 or 10 times. Shadow Clone Jutsu! Shadow Clone Jutsu! Shadow Clone Jutsu! On and on. And that's why I drink. Do you have anything?
Not in the backpack.
I'll hunt you down, don't worry.
Thank you, friend. Shout out to all the margaritas that have gotten by me through all of my Naruto recordings.
And they have here. But it's only Friday.
Yeah.
We'll see what we break down on Sunday afternoon around 2, if you see me. I'll be like, oh my God.
Hi, my name's Aiden, and the question I have for you is, what is your favorite moment in recording any Labyrinths episode? That's
I like the elevator episode where I locked in with Leo. That was super fun. I would just get closer and closer to him, but the director knew and the camera people knew, but he didn't know. He was like, and he was pretty young at the time, so he's just like, trying to act, but he has these big wide eyes like this, like, oh my God, what's happening? And then I slowly would take food out of my pocket and start eating it. It was really loud. That was really fun, and there's one where I asked them if they could do it where I was interrogating the kids. I think it was a Halloween episode, and I said, can I do it like Law and Order? And so they said, yeah, we'll rig that up. So they gave me a table and one of those lights that was swinging. And so again, I collaborated with the AD and the director and the camera dudes and people. And so I wouldn't tell the kids where I was entering from, but I'd creep up behind them really quiet. Like they'd give me a silent cue that I could see, but the kids couldn't because they were looking this way. So I'd come up and I'd just go like this. What did you do? They would just jump up in the air. It was so funny. Like Kelly, the woman who plays Brie, like you could see it. They never got a clean take. At the very end, she's just laughing. Nice. Yeah, so that was a good one. And I liked when I became an alien and I thought I was in space. I think that was her stupidest moment in the history of the show. I decided she has a part of her brain missing. So
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That explains a lot of things from that show.
Yeah, that's how I justified it.
There you go.
Hi, my name is Isaiah. Saw you again. Wonderful to talk to you. I actually had something very similar to what he was asking about the lab rats.
Yeah.
But also like your favorite like moment that they got to record.
Oh, in lab rats?
Yeah, lab rats.
Well, those are 3.
Did you have, I'm curious about like, to use that, the stunt stuff.
Oh yeah, they put me through the ringer.
Yeah.
And I had stunt doubles, but still, it was like painful. I was on a tightrope. And I don't know if you've ever worn a harness before, but it ain't comfortable. And there's a guy like underneath my crotch, like tightening the joist on the harness. And here's what they do. They put you in the back, they click into a thing. And the guy stands on a ladder. He's a stunt guy, right? They hook me up like that. I'm on this thing. There's nothing to hold on to, so it's super scary. But what happens is if you fall, he just jumps off the ladder and you go shooting up into the air. Yeah. So I'm like, is this the setup? No crash pads? You know, no. So doing that kind of stuff was sort of magical and kind of painful. Like I had to fall down a chimney. That was kind of painful. I lost my voice because they put all this crap in there. So it'd be like, yeah, not real action. But it was fun. Everything was fun.
Amazing.
I'm very fond of why the Disney shows were sometimes back then.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brad.
Hi, I'm Bobby. My question, I know that the pandemic really changed the landscape of voice acting because a lot of people had to do it remote. Did you have a remote setup and what was it like?
I am so lazy. I record in my closet. It's very glamorous. I have dirty clothes and a hamper in front of me. Clean clothes on either side of me. And a few hanging items behind me.
A sensible view.
Sensible view. A robe. Perhaps a pair of sweatpants. It was not pretty. You're screaming in a closet. I did one almost whole game, and I did a movie called My Babysitter the Superhero, which is a great kids movie, if you can ever find it. I don't know where it went. I think the producers ran off with the money. But it was out for a while, then it just kind of disappeared. But I had to redub the whole movie in my closet. So that was interesting. And what kind of setup? Cheap one. I bought an expensive mic, but I just put my Mac, and I still use a USB mic. And they love it. They're just like, sounds good, so don't change it. I mean, I still have that expensive mic and a mixer. But I was like, that seems like a lot of work. I don't want to be an engineer.
Right.
You know? Yeah, it was really tough at first. Sometimes we'd have to keep track of our takes and log on to a thing called Source Connect. You have to learn all this technology. But now it's a lot easier. I still like going in though.
Thank you.
You want you? Oh, look at you. How long do you think that's going to take you to take off tonight?
Hopefully not too long, but
Really?
Fingers crossed.
That's it, yeah.
my girl's a stylist, and so she helped me do all this. So
Oh,
shout out
okay.
to her. Shout out
Looks
to women in
fantastic.
general. But
It looks fantastic.
I just want to say thank you so much for being here. This is my first convention, and Naruto was the first anime I ever watched, and it was
Aces.
what got me into it.
Yep.
So getting back to meet you, my hands are kind of shaky, but I'm here, so thank
That's
you so
all
much. When you were originally recording Naruto and Shippuden, we already asked what was the saddest line.
Yeah.
But what was the happiest line that just brought you and every other cast member of the studio together?
Well, it's weird because most of us tend to like the real dramatic stuff. Just because it's got more gravitas, it's gripping. But I like the filler episode where I'm on the boat. and I play like 7 versions of myself or something. That was psychotic. I think I had 400 lines in the episode. So that was fun. I like that. I do like the fillers. I know you hate that Froggy song though. Don't make me sing it. It will not leave your ears.
Noted.
For a week.
Thank you so
Fred.
much.
We got about 10 minutes left, everyone. I think we can make it through everyone.
Hi, my name is Gary. How was your reaction when Kirby Sage died?
Shh. Some people might not know that. It was terribly sad and disappointing in a way, because I love the character so much. But I had to do a video game well before we recorded that arc. So I knew what was kind of coming, because I just had to reference it. But yeah, that was hard. It's hard to do. Yeah. Thank you. Great character.
Yeah. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you.
My name is Nick. What was your part in the pilot that you were casted?
Same old weirdo.
Typecast weirdo.
Typecast weirdo.
Pretty cool.
Like office manager weirdo. That's what I play a lot of. My friend named it, like she likes to typecast people, and she goes, "You play a lovable loser." And I swear to God, 90% of my film work is exactly.
You are very easy to root for. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a gift, really.
Yeah.
I was doing the Mindy project, and we were sitting on a fake plane together, and I was in the middle seat. She's like, "Do you want to sit over here?" The character. And I was like, "No, I like the middle." And then so she was watching Law and Order as it happens, and I was like leaning over to her going, "Oh, what's this show about?" Like I'd never heard of Law and Order. And so they were like, "Just Miley, do whatever you want to do." And in fact, I just did it with Michael Jai White in Louisville, and they said the same thing, and I'm like, "Oh, be careful, this could go on for days." And so at one point, I kept just popping off the stuff, and she was like rolling her eyes, and I was like, "Can we take a timeout?" I was like, "Am I really annoying you?" And she's like, "Oh, no, it's funny." But it's so weird, like you get to the point where you're like, just doing stuff to people. And you're like, I don't know if...
It's like, we just met, hey.
Yeah, I'm like, does she think I'm really annoying? But I try not to be.
You're both playing it so convincingly. There it is. Yeah.
She was convinced.
Thank you so much, friend.
Nice gal. Very smart.
My name is Ethan.
Hey.
Just like Beast Boy, this is my first convention. Naruto was my first anime that really got me into it. And it's really nice to see you and meet you.
Thank you.
So basically my question was, between Lab Rats and Naruto, you played pretty childish people. Which of them really pushed you to do, really pushed you emotionally and physically, you know what I mean?
Well, physically, Lab Rats.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever had to run around a bunch of 17-year-old teenagers working for Disney, and they'll be like, it's just like total space scout. I'll be like, action! But emotionally, Naruto, there's so many dramatic things going on, and such loss and joy and overcoming a lot of things. And I was electrocuted. That was hard to do. But yeah, some of the physical stuff was crazy. I did Transformers 3, 4, Dark of the Moon. Which one is that? 3. But I was in that, and I shot for 10 days. But I'm in it for that long. Because I guess it's about robots. Not middle-aged character actors. Weird, right? Weird. Yeah.
Weird choice.
Weird choice. I don't know. But I had to do my own kind of stunts in that. and I had to walk through this flash pops going off all around me, and I had to drag a character out of the whole scene. So that was fun. I don't know why they cast me in these parts. You get someone fit in your shape. But they don't! So, yeah.
We got about 5 more minutes, and we're going to speed run. Thanks, friend.
Has anyone ever recognized your voice in daily life?
Oh, yeah. During the height of the pandemic, I had on a mask and sunglasses, and I was pumping gas to this gas station I'd never been to before. And I had already pumped my gas, but I wanted to go in and get some gum or something. So I went in, and he's like, "What pump?" And I was like, "Oh, I already filled my gas tank. I just need some gum." He goes, "Are you Naruto?"
point with it. Yeah,
I
amazing.
was like, oh my God, what do you see? But it was my voice. And then another time I was at Rite Aid and there was this young guy and he was training in. So of course, right as I get up there, his like 80-year-old boss is like, you take it, Jose, or whatever. And so I'm buying stuff and he goes, I got a question. And I thought, oh, maybe it's about a product. It's like, are you Naruto? Put these things back in the back. But I was never so thankful not to buy some weird cream or something. It was just like normal everyday aspirin or something. Yeah, you never want that. I was at the clinic. The SAG has its own kind of clinic once. And I remember, this is a long time ago, they had their own pharmacy. And I remember this pharmacist was real weird. And she talked too loud. And she was like, Jaimin Hunsu for malaria medication. And I was like, oh my God! He's got malaria. But he was getting it to go do work in Africa. But that made me laugh. Because anytime you're like, I don't want that guy to know who I am, you know? Like the pharmacist.
Wild. Thank you, my friend.
Hi, I just wanted to ask more about the acting side of things. Like,
are you an actor?
Projected, hoping to get some point. But I just want to know which was really harder generally between live action and voiceover, generally speaking.
Well, live action, like for Shameless, the first day I did Shameless, I had a 4:30 in the morning call, and it wasn't too far, like 20 minutes from my house, but it's 4:30 in the morning, and I had most of the lines. And it was a walk and talk, which means it's on a Steadicam, which goes there, then there, then there, then there. So you have to hit your mark there, and there, and there, and there, and keep talking. And Annie Rawson, all her lines were like, oh, really? Yeah. And I was like, anyway, blah, 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 you know, and I'm nervous and all that kind of stuff. So I did that, and then I went to, drove over the hill to do Lab Rats for the rest of the afternoon. Then I drove back over the hill to do Naruto for 2 more hours. So that was, but that's the best time in your life is when you're busy. But it's also when the actors complain the most. But it's, you don't have to memorize lines, which is great. And you don't have to get there obscenely early for hair and makeup. But it's super fun. Like, sitcoms are super fun. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck, Percolate.
Hi, I'm Padme, but my name is Nevaeh. I just wanted to ask, what do you think is like one of your favorite animes that you haven't voiced in? Like, what do
you ever watched one? What's the favorite? Not really.
Okay, well then TV shows, movies.
TV shows.
Anything?
I like them all. I like Veep is one of my favorites.
Veep,
right? So that's a dream. I want to work with Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I've met her, but I don't have worked with her. Law and Order, SVU. I would like to be the perp. One time they called me to audition for CSI, but they're like, we gotta give you a warning. I'm like, what? They said, you're gonna be covered in beetles. I was like, no, I'm not. Not auditioning for that part. I never did see the episode. I wonder if you would agree to that. Like hundreds of beetles with a professional beetle trainer.
Let's go ahead and follow through. Let's get you arrested, like we were talking about, and then you'll have some real life experience. They'll pull you for sure after that.
And I can convey it.
Yeah, that'll do it. Thank you, Fred.
Oh, I love Lioness.
I'm Jacob. I would like to ask, out of the 4 main Lab Rats kids, which would you say is your favorite and why?
I can't do that.
Yeah, pick your favorite kid. They're not
I'm in touch with their parents. I liked all of them. They were all great in their own way. I'm not really in touch with more 2 of the parents than I am with. So Dooley's mom and Bree, Kelly Perkins' mom. I liked them all. They were all great. I loved the kids. Kids are never the problem. The adults are the problem. I mean, mostly. Once in a while you hear bad stories, but we had good kids. Once in a while there'd be some weird guest star, 11-year-old who was really annoying. It's like, you missed your line. It's like, get out of here. Back to where you came from, which is probably Florida.
Literally, yeah.
They all come
Almost
from
a
Florida.
guarantee. Almost a
Or
guarantee.
Texas, literally. Every January, like, all these kids kind of move from Florida and I need to try it out.
Thank you so much.
Nothing against Florida.
We kind of have to say that right now. We got just a few minutes left, so we'll bring out these 3.
The last one is the last one.
Hi, Maile. My name is Jasmine. Other than Naruto, who would be your favorite character from Naruto?
Oh, in Naruto? Choji, probably.
Good.
I like him. He eats a lot, that's fun.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Not as much screaming, that's fun. Yeah, Choji.
Thank you, friend.
Hi, my name is G.
Okay.
Naruto.
Are you rooting for the Chiefs?
Huh?
Chief?
G.
Oh, Chief.
I was like, Chief, cool name.
Yeah, I have two friends named G. Wait.
Naruto's one of my first enemies. Right?
Okay.
And I think it'd be really cool for it to be like a related tattoo. What do you think?
Related to what?
A tattoo.
A tattoo.
What do you think my
Oh.
first tattoo Naruto is?
Oh. Depends on where it is.
On the back.
On your back?
Yeah.
I mean,
Looks like a curse
make it a
word.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Don't do a minor character.
Yeah.
That's my advice. Or the symbol is always fun.
Right.
Yeah.
You can start like that, but knowing people and all the tattoos I've seen, and all the ones I thankfully have not seen. It's so funny because people get one and then they kind of go crazy.
Right.
But people, they have some great ones at this convention. Yeah, some really, I always see great ones. I used to take pictures a lot, but then I just stopped because it was like a lot of tattoos. And then, you know, when I do get arrested, why do you have all these tattoos of body parts
Right.
of young adults on your phone?
Yeah, that'll do it.
That would do it.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you, my friend. Good luck with that tattoo.
Last but not least.
Hi.
Who do you think is the strongest Naruto character?
Ooh, it's not Sasuke.
Show's called Sasuke.
That's right, show's not called Sasuke. Who's on the banner? Me! Yeah. I think he's very powerful. I think Itachi and Orochimaru are very powerful. If you go to the bad side, the dark side, which you obviously have. I know what your dad looks like, so better stay on the straight and narrow, mister.
Thank you so much, my friend. And everyone, let's give it up one more time for Maile.
Photo op, and then I'll go back to my place. It's at the end. Go to the end. Past Mel Gibson's huge line, sucking the air out of the room. Who knew? But yeah, I'll be here the rest of the day. I'll be here tomorrow.
Thank you so much for your
Sunday.
time, Maile.
Thank you. And let's give up our